AITA for telling my boyfriend my dad was dead. I am not the original poster. That is, one accomplished 427. She posted an RMI asshole do not comment on original posts. Latest update is 7 days old. Trigger warning. Parental neglect. Mood spoiler happy ending original. Post, February 3, 2025. I 26F lost my mother to cancer when I was 8 and have always had an absent father. I only found out who he was when I was 13 and even then he did not want custody of me, forcing me to stay in the foster system until I was 18. Over my whole life I have had about 5 conversations with him, give or take. He is like a stranger to me. He appears once in a blue moon to ask for money or something along those lines. It doesn't really bother me anymore. I've just learned to accept it now, but I don't like talking about it, so to avoid that conversation with people I usually just say both my parents are dead. This leads me to a year and a half ago when I had just started dating my boyfriend 25M, and like usual I had just told him my parents were dead, but the other day my dad showed up at my door. I still don't know how he knows where I live and asked for $100, except my boyfriend was there and he obviously found out my dad was not dead. This led to a long conversation with him that night where I explained the whole situation. He said this was a breach of trust between us since I lied about my dad and that he needed some space to rethink our relationship, but he doesn't think he will leave me. I feel so shitty and that I should have told him earlier, but I am going to be honest, I just didn't think. So AITA, update, my boyfriend texted me 5 minutes ago asking to talk, so we are going to have a full in-depth conversation tomorrow after work and I'll update again then. Some of Oops comments therapy. Honestly I never really considered therapy since I thought I was over the hurt of my dad not being there, but now that you mention it I actually feel like it might do me some good. So I will look into that. FS to a downvoted commenter, I didn't mention it here, but he did stand up for me at the door and it was only afterwards he confronted me about it since I had lied. And I think that's his problem with the situation. He just needs to gather his thoughts, I think. How did dad find out where you live? Downvoted, I genuinely have no clue and I don't want to think about it. Obviously if he does it again it might be more of a problem. Link to top comment, very long but insightful. Oop is voted NTA. But opinions are mixed. Update, same post, February 4, 2025. Next day update 2. Last update. Before I get to the update I would like clear things up. 1. I have only given money to my dad once when I was still desperate for his love and acceptance, but he did not get any money this time. 2. Despite his confusion my BF stepped in to defend me and get my dad to leave, and it was only after my dad left he asked me about it. Now on to the update. My boyfriend told me that all the sudden information along with the knowledge I hadn't told him the truth was very overwhelming and he just needed some space to not say the wrong thing. He also said that he got why I lied initially and he wasn't mad that I lied, more hurt that I felt like I couldn't tell him about it. He also mentioned that he couldn't be there for me if he didn't know what was going on. The conversation ended in tears and it is the most vulnerable I have been in front of someone. He was very understanding and we have decided to draw a line in the sand and start again, if that makes sense. I have also looked into therapy for my childhood trauma and all in all I am using this as an opportunity to better myself and heal fully. Thank you for all your kind comments.